I was about 300 pounds.
I weighed 277 at surgery, and I'm 5'8".
I think I got up to about 390 at one point.
High blood pressure, sleep apnea.
I had diabetes, I had high blood pressure.
I had terrible diabetes, and I was on an enormous amount of insulin, and all my other health issues with high blood pressure and cholesterol were extremely elevated.
Readings anywhere from 200 to 250, taking 2 shots a day plus 4 pills a day.
At first I didn't even realize I was big or I had gained so much weight, but then finally after the 4th baby, I was like, I don't understand why I don't have any energy, and I'm miserable. I just felt stuck.
I was just tired of being the fat girl. I was tired of people saying she has such a pretty face, and what we all know that means is if you were 100 pounds lighter, you'd really be attractive.
I did all the things that most people do, tried all the diets, did the Weight Watchers, did, all the fad stuff, and nothing ever worked. Of course, I would lose some weight, but it would always come right back on and then some.
I was very sick, and some of my 2 doctors recommended that I seek out bariatric surgery.
So we discussed a couple of different things, and he told me, you've got a couple of different choices here. Do you want to live, or really do you want to die?
Everyone in my life was skeptical.
My 2 sons said, "We love you just the way you are." I was married at the time, and my now ex-husband said same thing, "Love you just the way you are."
Oh yeah, my wife didn't even want to come to the surgery. You don't need the surgery, you don't need that.
It didn't matter. None of the naysaying mattered. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you're not big enough." Same thing. They would like, "You're not big enough to have this done." And I'm like, well, according to the doctor and according to the BMI and according to other things, yes, I am. And I am gung-ho and I'm having it done.
The day of surgery, you will be up and walking in the hospital. And from then on, I just kept on going.
I weighed 201, and I weighed myself this morning. I weigh 124.2. So I went from a size 18, 20 to now I wear a size 4.
I weighed in at 268 day 1. I was a 3X, which most people don't even know what that number is. And my goal for me was just to be back to a 13. I'm now like a size 4.
I think I lost almost the 100 pounds in about a total of 6 months.
It's like anything is possible. And when you don't feel like that before, you don't even feel like getting up off the couch.
It really isn't that hard. As you start losing more weight, you have more energy, you want to exercise.
I'm working out twice a day now. I want to do the LA Marathon next year.
I try not to think of it as exercise. It's moving my body through space. Get it moving. It needs to move.
You don't really feel like really eating. Eating is not something that's really important to me anymore.
From going to eating 2 humongous burritos to maybe eating a 4th of that burrito.
I don't know if it's like an addiction. If you have a little bit of sugar, you want more sugar. But I'm not craving sugar anymore. It makes me nauseous to think of eating the sweets.
My blood pressure is way down. My cholesterol is 50% of what it was before surgery. I'm no longer taking any kind of diabetic medicine whatsoever. It's in remission. I was on an enormous amount of insulin.
I had 1 shot while I was in the hospital because my blood sugar went down. After that, I never took another diabetic drug medicine ever again.
I feel good every day. I look good every day.
This was the best decision I made in my life. Best decision.
What have you got to lose but the weight? Honestly, I know that's silly and corny, but that's the honest truth.
I would highly recommend it to anybody that's obese and morbid obese, as they called that was my condition.
My only regret is that I didn't do it 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago.
There aren't even words to quantify how grateful I am to have had this experience and to have gone through this.
I have to remind myself I'm not 35 anymore. I'm 75. But I feel wonderful.